a vlog type video where I take my post wake up grand dose of supplements, my grand post wake up dose of supplements, and I'll do it live on YouTube. So I woke up around 3 hours ago. I started my day as normal, drinking coffee, taking a big dose of vitamin C, enough to make me go to the bathroom. Okay. Now I'm going to take my post wake up dose of supplements, which I do. After I wake up, I take a big dose of supplements. I don't take supplements. I megadose supplements. I megadose vitamins to good effect for mental, physical health, and fitness. I don't take supplements one time every day. I take vitamin C throughout the day. Every hour I'm awake, I take vitamin C normally. Unless I forget it, I get so busy doing something, I forget to take my vitamin C as normal as often as I normally do. But waking up first thing in the morning, vitamin C, coffee, and then I keep taking vitamin C throughout the day. And within 4 hours, typically waking up, I take my post wake up dose of supplements, as I call it, which means I take a big dose, one big dose, a lot of different supplements in one go. And then later on, I'm going to take supplements again. I mean, I'm going to take B complex now in my post wake up dose of supplements. But I'm going to take a B complex tablet again after this, maybe 3 hours from now, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I take a big dose of supplements shortly after waking up in the morning, and then I'm going to take smaller doses of certain supplements throughout the day. So I take at least 2 niacinamide doses a day, one big dose in the morning in my post wake up dose of supplements. My post wake up supplement dose, I take niacinamide, a big amount of it, at least 1,000 milligrams, that's 1 gram. And then later on in the day, I might take 500 milligrams just with a few omega-3 capsules or vitamin E capsules. And then a big one with my meal. So I take 2 big doses of niacin every day, and sometimes a smaller dose in between the 2 big doses. So I cut out my supplements throughout the day, which is the best way to do it. You don't want to take that's the better way. Okay, it's better to cut your supplement doses. I kept whatever amount. I want to take 1 gram niacinamide in a day. It's better to cut it up like 500 with your breakfast and 500 with another meal, lunch or supper, whatever, than to take 1 gram in the morning and then wait until the next day to take it. If somebody wanted to take a gram of niacin. So what I've been doing earlier, I washed this out here, this plastic box. I had my supplements in the bookshelf before, and I decided to wash up this box, clean it up, and then I've been sitting here washing supplement bottles. I took the supplements that were in the bookshelf and some supplements I had in a box on the floor, and also have a plastic bag with some supplements here on the floor. And what I've been doing is cleaning the bottles one by one using rubbing alcohol and paper towels before putting them in here. So this is what I'm going to use to store my supplements now. I can have it in the bookshelf or under the bed where I want to have it, but I can have all of them in the same place. And what's good about using this box is when I had them on the bookshelf, they're going to get sunlight, and sunlight will make the UV exposure will make supplements lose their potency, their power. Niacin is resistant to that more than some other supplements. But a lot of supplements, like a lot of things you buy, if you look, it will say store in a cool, dark, dry place, because if things are exposed to light and heat, that will make them go bad and or lose their potency, their power quicker. So it's a good idea for different reasons to have my supplements in one box here. So that's what I've been doing. And I decided while I'm doing this, I'm also go live. Okay. And I was prior to sitting here cleaning, doing my stuff. And I thought, well, I might as well go live, get it live, and then show the post wake up dose of supplements. So I'm going to keep cleaning. I'm done with most of them. And I have this magnolia here. caffeine detox, vitamin D left. To clean. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to spray this rubbing alcohol on top of it, and then wipe them off before I put them in that box. This I'm going to put in the kitchen actually, because how I use the caffeine tablets and capsules is to put it in coffee when I make coffee. And I don't take caffeine tablets. What I use caffeine tablets, caffeine capsules for, is to enrich my coffee with caffeine, meaning I make it also caffeine. I love coffee. That could be because I have ADHD, so that might be why I like coffee. And take a lot more coffee. I get a lot more caffeine every day than most people. Okay. And what I do, I make normal coffee, instant coffee powder, using instant coffee powder or ground coffee, like the normal you use in a coffee machine. And I use just a small amount of that. And the bulk of the caffeine content in each cup comes from a caffeine capsule or a caffeine tablet, a 200 milligram caffeine tablet. So I want a lot of caffeine in my coffee. And if I would use 3 teaspoons of instant coffee powder in this, it would maybe give me 45 milligrams of caffeine, or 60 or 75 or something. And I want 200 milligrams of caffeine in my coffee. So it's going to be more expensive. I could use like 2 tablespoons of instant coffee powder. That's going to be really expensive if you keep doing that. So the caffeine, the milligram price of caffeine is cheaper if you buy it in supplements like tablets or capsules than if you source it from instant coffee powder or normal coffee. So I want 200 milligrams of caffeine in each cup at least. And instead of using 8 teaspoons of instant coffee, or however many, I would have to use 12 maybe to get 200 milligrams. And the instant coffee costs close to like $10 for instant coffee. And that would be used up in less than a week. Okay, if I was covering my, getting all my caffeine from the powder, instant coffee powder. So what I figure out, it's better, more economical to buy caffeine tablets or capsules. And then I can use just a small amount of instant coffee powder, or if I'm brewing it, using normal ground coffee, just a small amount of that. And then most of the caffeine in that cup is coming from a capsule or tablet. So that's how I do it. And I think it's also, it's good for other reasons too. Okay. Especially if you're buying inorganic coffee, instant coffee powder, whatever coffee you're buying, if it's not organic, there's going to be a certain amount of toxins, bad stuff in each instant coffee teaspoon, or there's going to be a certain amount of toxins in there. And the caffeine extract capsules, they're going to be pure. So I'm going to keep doing what I was doing here. This is going to go to the kitchen because that's where I make my coffee typically. So it doesn't have to be in that box. It's one less bottle to check if I'm looking for a certain supplement. I want to take vitamin E, for example. And all of these bottles look similar, so it's one less bottle. No, it's not that. No, it's not that. So I don't want to have a useless bottle in there because I don't take caffeine like that. So next up, curcumin. And obviously this is in need of a clean. If you look at this bottle, this is curcumin, turmeric complex. That's part of all the supplements that I take to lower inflammation. A big part of my supplement regime, what I do is take a lot of supplements that are intended to lower inflammation in the body. And that's improved my mental, physical health greatly. That's a big part of it. The most important part of what I've done to get more mentally, physically healthy and getting fitter, mentally, physically fitter and healthier. This mental fitness, A big part of that, a big chunk of that, obviously vitamin C megadose, that's the most important part. It's a foundation of my health practices, health fitness practice, megadose and vitamin C. But another big part of it is what I call the multi-antioxidant protocol, MAP protocol, or multi-anti-inflammatory protocol, you could call it too, which means I take a bunch of supplements that lower inflammation, meaning resveratrol lowers inflammation. I take resveratrol every day. ALA lowers inflammation. I take ALA every day. NAC is an antioxidant, lowers inflammation. I take NAC, so I take NAC every day. Curcumin lowers inflammation, so I take curcumin every day. So I take a bunch of different supplements that are aiming at low inflammation. And if you have low inflammation, it makes it easier for you to be mentally, physically healthy and to be in good shape. There's also a connection between mental illness, mental health problems, and neuroinflammation, meaning a lot of people end up being depressed or having anxiety or some PTSD, CPTSD, whatever, some kind of mental health problem, depression, anxiety, they have an inflammation problem. I'm not saying every person that has depression, it's only because of having too much inflammation, but there's a connection for sure. A lot of people that have depression or anxiety or whatever the problem they have too much inflammation. Their inflammation levels are way too high, and they can see some improvement just by lowering inflammation. There's other things you can do too if you will be depressed. Take niacinamide, for example. That helps. St. John's wort is an herbal supplement, herbal medicine that you can take that can raise your serotonin, and it can be as effective as big pharma SSRI drugs in treating depression. And a lot of people have deficiency in niacinamide, which will make them eventually get depressed or have some kind of anxiety problem. So something you can do preventative is to start taking niacinamide now to make it less likely that you will get to a point where you're so niacin deficient in the future that you will manifest depression or anxiety problems or whatever. Okay. So I got to keep going here. I'm going to have my coffee. I'm going to have some more coffee. There's at least 200 milligrams of caffeine in this coffee cup. As I previously mentioned, what I do when I make my coffee is I put a lot of caffeine in it. Here's my, behind me, that's my whiteboard. And I'm going to put up what I'm thinking. I didn't find I have it somewhere. The whiteboard marker. Okay, you can't use a permanent marker. Obviously, it has to be a special marker for writing at whiteboards. I want to write down my health rules on it, like diet. Okay. Gluten-free, no sugar. Gluten-free, low to no lactose. No saturated fats, no trans fats. That's what I mean. No trans fats. And it's a good thing to have, and I see it sometimes. And I like to write down certain like rules that I have for myself and have them visible. I might do that once I find the whiteboard marker. So I'm gonna keep going here. Here's another box, a meds box. This is where I buy some of my supplements. This is an online store, and sometimes I order boxes from the home delivery. And I use this box to store supplements. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 boxes in here. And those are also going to get cleaned. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to spray this rubbing alcohol down on these, let it soak a little bit. And then I'm going to use paper to wipe them off before putting them in that box there. There you go. as I did yesterday, I'm going to be fasting today, and I won't eat until in the earliest in the afternoon. I'm not going to eat until 1500 hours at the earliest. And now it's 08:36. I love fasting. Fasting is great. It's good for your mental, physical health, and boost your performance. Boost your human growth hormone, testosterone, help hormonize your hormones. Good for longevity, healing. It has many benefits. I have a graphic, like a picture, that I put up sometimes that I download somewhere about the benefits of extended fasting. Let's put that up, actually. I didn't make it. I found it somewhere. Here we go. Extended fasting benefits. If you look at the bottom, it says balances. There's a word that's hidden behind that, hormones. Balances hormones, because they have that ticker going. They're like a timestamp picture down there. It's covering that part of it, where it says balances hormones. Increases HGH, which will be part of balancing hormones. Meaning if you have too low HGH and you do extended fasting and it raises your HGH, you're balancing your hormones. So this is not a perfect, I found this somewhere. Whoever made this, it's suboptimal. It's like correct from what I see, it's correct. But it looks like they were kind of trying hard to get as many bullet points on the picture, okay? Like max out the benefits, like how many words you can write that are benefits of fasting. And it's even like some of them are saying the same thing multiple times, like autophagy, cellular detoxification. Cellular detoxification could be covered by the word autophagy. Purging of cancerous cells, that could also go into the autophagy category. Okay, that could be covered by the word autophagy. And balances hormones. You could remove the increases HGH if you wanted to, but it's not useless to have it. Okay. So I'm almost done with this box now. And what I'm doing, I'm getting all my supplements into one box. And I can have the box under my bed. I can have it in the bookshelf, wherever I want to have it. And I can have all my supplements in one place. In a small thing. If I want to put another room, it's easy to move. Before I had them, a lot of the supplements in the bookshelf, line up in the bookshelf like books can. One here, one there, one there. And then I had some other ones in a box on the floor. And then I have a bag, the plastic bag with some supplements and bottles. So it's better. I want to put all of them in the same box. And since they've been, I've had some of these bottles for the next 12 months and I've been touching them daily, they're going to have gotten dirty. Garlic, here's the garlic. The ones that have been in this plastic bag, they've really been zinc, combo supplement, maca, plus L-arginine, niacin bottle, vitamin D, Freaks B vitamin tablets. Another garlic bottle, garlic tablet bottle. Okay, there you go. So this is what I'm doing. I have a paper towel on the desk, and then I have this rubbing alcohol, and I just rain it out like this. Let it soak a little bit, and I use toilet paper to clean them up before putting them in there. This one also needs cleaning, obviously. But and a technique that I figured out is good to do. Now, this is more or less covered in rubbing alcohol. I get a good way to clean this. Now, this the wrong way, it's the worst way, less effective way of cleaning these in a better way. I could do it like this, and then, okay, that would be worse. So this is the technique I figured out. You have like this, put it down like this. You start like this. Then go around it. Put your fingers like this. Okay. So this is the Mike Saha supplement bottle cleaning technique, secret technique. Okay. Spray the rubbing alcohol on it. Get the paper on like this. Put your hands over it. Then spin it as if you would screw it tight, like close the bottle, the lid of it. And you're cleaning this where you've been touching with your fingers all the time. And then next, the fingers go here. And then the paper here. And then rotating it to clean the sides of it. Okay. And then you get the bottle like that. Let's start with the niacin. I'm gonna aim for getting this done pretty fast. And then I'm going to take my post-wake up dose of supplements. So if you hear me talk about this in future videos, post-wake up, my post-wake up supplement dose, you know what that means. I take a big dose of supplements shortly after waking up. I like to do within 4 hours, sometimes within an hour of waking up. A lot of times within 4 hours. Sometimes within 4 hours, take a big dose of a big post-wake up dose of supplements. The reason I say post-wake up dose is sometimes I don't wake up in the morning like this. I wake up in the afternoon. Okay. Here's the MACA, M-A-C-A, and arginine combo supplement. And this really needs some cleaning. The lighting is a little bit suboptimal, meaning the light is coming from there. And then reflecting on it. This is bad lighting. I get my Edison light bulb. God willing, I will get my Edison light bulb, classic, vintage Edison type, so-called light bulb from Amazon. I'd ordered an Edison bulb on Amazon, and a holder for it, a lamp holder and an Edison bulb. Lamp holder for those type of lights and an Edison bulb. It should be here within 5 days, I think. I have Amazon Prime, so a lot of the items you can get next day delivery on it. So if this is something, that's good, because if there's something that breaks like a light bulb, and I ordered it today, I can get it tomorrow. Coffee cup is empty. All but empty. All right. This is my vitamin C water that I made this morning. And part of good health, if you want to have better health, very important to have frequent bowel movements. So I ate yesterday, and then after eating, sometime after that, I fell asleep, okay? And I've been having this food in my stomach and waste products after eating. And it wouldn't be good if I wake up today and I don't go number 2 until like 3. I go all day and I don't go number 2. It's like you should have frequent bowel movements. That's crucial to good health. If you eat and you don't go number 2 in 6-8 hours, you have actual toxins going inside your body, like bacteria toxins. It's really bad for you. For good health, I don't like to talk about party stuff, okay? But you have to talk about it. If you're teaching people things about health fitness, you have to talk about things that are important for health fitness, to be healthy, fit and healthy. And a big part of that is frequent bowel movements. Just as frequent urination is when you have to go pee multiple times a day so your body can detox itself. That's one of the ways your body detoxes itself, by peeing, sweating, peeing, urine, and crapping. Okay, so that's important. If you're a person, you eat and you get like constipated, you don't go number 2, it takes a long time. That's bad for your health. You could improve your health by increasing your frequency of bowel movements, and that's something you can use vitamin C for. Meaning, I got the autisms, and part of the autism, a lot of people who have autism have stomach issues. They get constipated, have food intolerances, indigestion, things like this. There's a connection between autism. Meaning, a lot of people that have autism or the autism spectrum, they have food intolerances, GI issues. Okay, and I used to have this thing where if I would eat, I would get like constipated. I wouldn't go number 2 for a long time. And something that's something vitamin C is helping me too. So a lot of times now I do fasting, OMAD fasting, sometimes 2-med, 3-med. If I'm working out, I like to do 2-med or 3-med sometimes. Still fasting instead of fasting. I mean, I fast more than 18 hours. I make sure that it's more than 18 hours since the last time I ate on a daily basis. Sometimes I do 2 OMAD, but if I had a day where I was exercising more, my protein need is going to go up, and fat and other things. And then I might do 2-med to make sure I get enough, aiming to get enough protein and fat. Okay. But yeah, yesterday I ate, went to bed, shortly after eating, maybe 2 hours after eating. I wake up in the morning and I didn't feel like I could go number 2. Okay. Now I would need to. So what I did, mixed 20 grams of vitamin C into this glass bottle, 10 grams of sodium bicarb, and I drank maybe 50% of that, maybe 2/3 of it, and within an hour I was in the bathroom. So that's another one of the benefits of vitamin C. You can use it as a laxative, non-big pharma, non-side effect having laxative, meaning people don't go to the bathroom, have a hard time going to the bathroom, they get constipated, have GI issues. That's another thing that vitamin C can do for you. If you take like 10 grams of vitamin C in the morning, 5 or 10 grams of vitamin C in the morning, that can be enough to make you go number 2. And if you take 15 to 20 grams in a single dose, for most people, that will be enough to give yourself a liquid bowel movement, aka a diarrhea, okay, where you will be having liquid, okay, a liquid bowel movement, similar to health nuts like to get enemas, because it cleans out your stomach and you get, okay, it's that effect without putting tubes up your butt, okay, which I'm not a fan of doing that. I never have. I don't want to do it, okay. So some people know about that, like health people, like, yeah, I do enemas because it helps flush out your bowels and clean it out. And they don't know because they're ignorant of, hey, there's something, instead of having some machine putting some kind of a tube up your ass and pumping coffee there, whatever you're doing, you could have the same effect by putting 20 grams of vitamin C in water, half as much sodium bicarb, and when it's done mixing, you drink 15 to 20 grams in a single dose. For most people, be enough to give you that enema reaction, where you'll be on the bathroom with the runs, like liquid bowel movement, okay, which has detox benefits, help to clean out your stomach. So that's something that the big pharma system. Another thing that vitamin C replaces big pharma drugs. When people get constipated or something like this, they go to the pharmacy and they have over-the-counter big pharma drugs that are laxatives, and they have side effects, a lot of potential side effects, like all big pharma drugs. It's risky business. And some kind of chemical, toxic ingredients in a lot of them, if not all. So that's another thing that vitamin C replaces. Likewise, also the enchantments. Anytime you find something in the system, you have a natural alternative, God's medicine, as I call it, do the same thing. So you have the big pharma system, have a laxative, big pharma laxatives, and you have God's medicine, natural medicine, does the same thing and are superior because they don't have toxicity. They're lacking the side effects commonly associated with pharma drugs, and a lot of times they can be more effective. So two things you can use if you're constipated and you want to have a bowel movement: either a big dose of vitamin C or a big dose of magnesium. Both magnesium, like a big dose of magnesium, there's a certain amount of magnesium you can take and it will have a laxative effect. Same with vitamin C, there's a big dose, a certain dose of vitamin C that will give you a bowel movement within 60 minutes. Uh, and like I said, if you want to detox, vitamin C detox flush, how you do that, you take 15, 20 grams of vitamin C in one go, okay? You can put 15 grams of vitamin C in a cup like this, put in 1.5 teaspoons of sodium bicarb, mix it up, drink it all, and then you can expect to be in the bathroom within 60 minutes. Hello, Aki. Ohayo gozaimasu, Aki. Sweden Jin time. Ohayo gozaimasu. Hello, Aki. Ohayo gozaimasu, Aki-san. Sweden Jin time. 8:53 a.m. This. Aki is a Japanese YouTuber. I like him. I mean, he's not my best friend, but I like his content. He's a guy who doesn't annoy me. A lot of people, I don't like them, but Aki is a guy who I don't have a problem with. I like to watch his live streams sometimes. It's kind of interesting. Sometimes I see him go live. I'll subscribe to him. Sometimes I see him go live and he's in a karaoke bar or something after work. Sometimes he's in a restaurant with friends. Sometimes he's driving his car on his way to work, kind of like this, where I go live here in Sweden and I'm live in Sweden doing something similar to that. It's that type of YouTuber. Sometimes he live streams sometimes he live streams on his way to work. Sometimes he live streams on his way home from work. Sometimes he live streams out and about. I can't give people wrenches, but what I can do and have no problem doing is I can post your channel link for you. Okay, so you don't have to have the wrench to be able to post your own link. I will go to your channel, get your link, post your link in the chat for you. Okay, I have a rule on my channel that I don't give people blue. Okay, but I do post people's links for them sometimes. And I have no problem doing that because you're somebody that has let me post my channel link in your chat. So here we go. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Aki has a live stream 5 hours ago. We'll do this. We'll take a look at your channel. Do this. No. Yeah. Hi, here. Okay. Do this. Here's Aki channels. Aki Japan. This is his channel. He's a live streamer. He has videos. He has live streams. Frequent live streaming, meaning he does a live stream once a month. Since I got subscribed to him, since I subscribed to his channel, I would say more or less on a daily basis he live streams. He's live every day, more or less. Might be a few days off, but it looks to me like he live streams on a more or less daily basis. And he live streams a lot of time on his way to work, on his way home from work. And today he had a live stream 5 hours ago, being outside and I don't know what he's doing, if he's doing protesting or leafletting or some kind of activism activity that he's engaging in out in public. It looks like that type of thing, possibly. Let's check this out. Do this. So we're looking at one of his videos here, and I think this is a live stream actually. Yes, it's a live stream. Says down here. Streamed 7 hours ago. 105 views. Streamed 7 hours ago. And I watched it already on my other channel, Mike's 2. You see, I've been here, and this is my other channel, main channel. Okay. And I'm not gonna like the video from the other channel because I already liked it from Mike's 2.0 channel. I put a like on the video, and if I like it with the other channel I'm logging to, YouTube will remove one of the likes. I mean, if you like the same video from the same IP, meaning I have Mike Saha. Sometimes I visit your channel, Mike Saha. Sometimes I visit your channel with Mike Saha 2.0. Okay, backup channel, second channel, and I would like your video with one of the channels, and then now I'm back on the other channel, and I'm not gonna like it. It doesn't mean that I'm choosing not to like a video. It's pointless. If you like the video with your other channel, and then you have another channel, you watch the same video. If you click like again, now you've left 2 likes, same person on somebody's video, and the YouTube can tell. So this is same IP address, like the same video 2 times from different channels, and they go, this looks weird, and they remove one of the likes. And so that, just so you know, so you don't think, what is this? I support his channel, likes his videos. What he's watching, he doesn't even like it. Okay, that's why I'm letting you know that. Shibuya, Tokyo. Okay. I used to watch ANN News before, TV Asahi News, Japan News, what's it called? ANN. They have a live stream 24/7. I haven't watched it for a while, but before I will go check out the channel sometimes. Watch live streams, Japanese news, or and I see that, you know what they have there? They have Shibuya Tokyo crossing. They have a live camera filming Shibuya crossing. They have a camera, a live feed, the news station that's always filming a crossing place. They have 2 of those live streams, I think, Shibuya and maybe another place where they're filming. They have a live cam 24/7 filming a certain place in Japan, and just people crossing the street. Okay, it's a little bit different of a content, but okay. Election reprieve. Aki is doing some kind of activism, I think, which is something that I do too. But mostly, it's I use my YouTube channel for activism. Meaning, what is activism? I'm not happy with things going on. Things need to change. There are things that I want to do. There are things I'm not happy about. There's things that need to change around here. And there's different ways to go about seeking to accomplish that. Some people go out in town square and they print out some papers, leafletting. Some people bullhorn. Some people make YouTube videos. Some people vote and leave it at that. So it's part of what I do on my YouTube channel is actually activism. I'm not happy with things going on in Sweden. I'm not happy with things going on in the world. There's bad things going on. And my YouTube videos is a way to do activism to some level. Yeah, I had half a cup of coffee after waking up today, there will be 125 milligrams of caffeine at least. And then a second one, finish that. So that will be close to 400 milligrams of caffeine since I woke up. And I didn't take any L-theanine, adaptogens, ashwagandha, niacinamide yet, which means I'm starting to feel a little bit of that caffeine jitter, tense energy, which means it's time to get the post-wake up dose going here. So what I'm gonna do here already, this is not plain water. This is leftover from the vitamin C I mixed this morning. I told you before, I put 20 grams of vitamin C in here after waking up and drank maybe 50% to 2/3 of it, somewhere around there. And then I've been filling it up. So this is, I don't know, it has around, I will guess, around 5 grams of vitamin C in here. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of ascorbic acid in there. That's 5 grams of vitamin C. All right, here we go. Here we go. 1 teaspoon. That's approximately 5 grams. Okay, so if you buy vitamin C powder like this, I buy this on Amazon. Ascorbic acid vitamin C powder, 1 kilo, pure vitamin C powder. It's cheaper than buying vitamin C. You can buy vitamin C that comes in a bottle like this, and it has vitamin C powder inside, and you can take it like that. I buy the powder. That's the same powder they put inside the capsules, only a big can of it, which makes it cheaper. I take a lot of vitamin C, so if I would buy the bottles for the economical reasons alone, that would be unwise because I would be using a lot of money trying to get my daily needs of vitamin C met from vitamin C capsules. As with most things, buying a lot of something makes it cheaper. Meaning the per gram price of coffee is cheaper if you find some kind of a big pack, okay, than if you buy some small, like instant, one of these little one-time use things, okay. If Nescafe has some these little things, like a sachet for 1 cup of coffee, it's going to be cheaper if you buy like the 500 gram or 200 gram bag of the same thing. So as with most things, buying vitamin C in bulk, a big amount of it makes it cheaper. And I do believe that it's not like it's worse but getting vitamin C water the way that I do. It's not less potent or effective than the capsules. There are some benefits actually. So here we go. We're going to add, I put in 5 grams of vitamin C in here, 5,000 milligrams. And it's not mixed into the water yet because you can see the powder there. And now I'm going to add some sodium bicarb, half as much approximately. I use half or slightly less than half as much sodium bicarb as ascorbic acid powder. I like this spoon because one of them is half a teaspoon measure and one of them is a teaspoon measure. So the spoon itself is like the formula for making vitamin C water. This much vitamin C, this much sodium bicarb. And it's not very easy to use this big can. There you go. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Now we'll start effervesce here, like an effervescent tablet. This is how easy it is to make pea shoot vitamin C water. You have sodium bicarb, food grade sodium bicarb, ascorbic acid, vitamin C powder, and you put half as much, whatever amount you want. Okay, I want 5 grams of vitamin C, or I want 10 grams of vitamin C. However much you want, you use half as much sodium bicarb as ascorbic acid, mix it into water, and you have pH root of vitamin C. That's how simple it is. And that's how I cured my asthma attacks, improved my allergies, and these other things, and improve my health fitness. It's made me look better, feel better, have more energy, improve my testosterone levels. When I used to be sick years back, I think I had low testosterone. I'm pretty sure I had low testosterone actually. And this is one of the things that I've done to raise my testosterone levels, improve my hormone health. Vitamin C, omega, those things from the biggest secrets that the satanic matrix system of control is hiding from people. They don't want people to know about vitamin C. Like I talked to you about before, they wanted the big pharma drugs. They want to depend upon the system, hopelessly inert to depend upon the system. So what are you, if you are a guy who doesn't know that you can use vitamin C, omega, those things if you have an allergy problem? You'll be dependent upon the system. If you don't know, if I didn't find my YouTube, if somebody finds my YouTube channel and they have an allergy problem, and it's not to the point yet that like going to a doctor, like I'm toughing out right now, but it's getting worse and worse. And they see my video and I go, oh yeah, ascorbic acid megadose can cure some people's allergies, and if not cure them, it can reduce it to the point where you don't feel like you have a serious problem anymore. Now he's not dependent upon the system. Like if it gets so bad, his allergies like, okay, now I'm gonna have to do something about it. He doesn't have like, oh, I'm going to have to go to a doctor and get some over-the-counter big pharma drugs for this. He's not dependent because he knows an alternative. So that's part of the matrix system. They want you dependent upon the system. And they made sure that it's like natural to fall into being dependent upon the system because they're hiding alternative truths like what I'm talking about, God's medicine, natural medicine. That's hard to find in the system. And they condition people to trust like authority, okay, like the dogs with the white coats and the stethoscopes. And some of these people tell like, no, vitamin C can help your health problems. There's different ways to accomplish that. But yeah, the matrix thing is true. It's like they want you to inert, dependent upon the system. One thing they do, they make it harder for people to live a normal life too. Okay. I mean, if like I want to get off the grid, I don't want to live in the big city life anymore. Okay. There's certain places like you have to have a permit. There's like rules, bureaucracy you have to do. You have to have this thing. You have to have running water. You're not allowed to live there. Okay. Yeah, if you have, there's certain rules that can make it more difficult for somebody to like get off the grid and move into like a cabin in the woods type situation. And then maybe if you grow some vegetables, you have to have a permit. And it's sort of, there's probably somewhere where you would have to tell the government you're planning to start growing veggies, and they will have to come check it and like give you some kind of permit, something like this. And if not, then maybe that would be like in the future. But in general, like simply, like the system is set up to have you be dependent upon the system. A big part of that is like keeping alternatives to system solutions, and air quotes around the word solutions in some context. Keep you ignorant about that, so you go like you're unaware of alternatives, and then the only alternative you know about is the big pharma system. Okay, and now that makes you dependent on them. So let's begin here. I put 5 grams of vitamin C in here. It might be 7 now because there was some vitamin C in there already. Next up, I'm going to put in creatine, which is an amino acid. Creatine, pure creatine monohydrate. I'm going to put in a teaspoon of that. And my gluten complex. There you go. This is L-glutamine. These type of things are optimization, like taking amino acids like L-glutamine, creatine, and taurine. If somebody doesn't have a lot of money, they want to get into supplements, and they can only spend like a very limited budget. Let's say they can only spend $30 a month on supplements. Then you should not be spending that money on amino acids. It's more quality by vitamin C, magnesium, vitamin D, zinc, omega-3. There are other supplements. They're more important. Taurine, I'm going to put taurine. Put about half a gram of taurine in there. Soon the sun will be moving into a position where I'll be getting direct light from the sun. Now it's indirect light. It's to the left of that boulder. Actually, I'm going with 5 grams here. So here's my supplement box. Alrighty. Next up, these two. No-can BCAA, and this is B good, B complex effervescent. Now these are suboptimal a lot of time. I use this short term. I don't know why, because they have some bad ingredients. They have aspartame in there, for example, which is not something that I like. But short term, no problem. You don't want to get effervescent tablets to cover your vitamin needs. It's better to get tablets or capsules. This one is empty, so it's all right. I think this costs around $3 for the whole thing. Sugar-free BCAA drink, and it has green tea extract, caffeine, B6, folic acid, biotin, vitamin D, L-leucine, L-isoleucine, L-valine. It does have sorbitol in there, L-carnitine, L-tartrate, ananas, aroma, caffeine. It's got something, some good, some bad. There's some valuable stuff in there. Cone-shaped things that are valuable. So we're gonna get into the post-wake up grand battery of the convention, firing all these cannons, health, fitness, weapons against disease in the war for good mental, physical health. The grand battery of the convention is being rolled out today. They will be we'll be firing a barrage, artillery barrage, all kinds of different munitions. And first I'm gonna wash my hands because I've been touching random stuff around here. And I just put in some effort, time and effort to clean all those walls. Well, okay. And I'm not gonna do it right away, so I'm gonna be okay. All right, wash my hands, wash my face, I'm back. I have a small bottle of vitamin C water that I used to spray my skin with. Topical vitamin C. I use vitamin C against my allergies, and as long as I keep taking vitamin C, it's like I don't. It's like I almost don't have allergies anymore. As long as I keep taking vitamin C often enough vitamin C often enough. Dose and frequency. But now still, you can have like the skin reactivity where if I don't know, I get a home delivery box, the Amazon delivery guy had cologne and it got on the box and I start opening and I start eating. Okay, that type of thing. I noticed with that, if I spray my skin, coat my skin vitamin C water, topical use of vitamin C, it makes my skin less reactive and sensitive to things I'm allergic to. This is part of what I like to do before I go outside a lot of time. And wash my face and then coat my any exposed skin on the top here with vitamin C water, like soaking it. And then I notice I'm less sensitive when I'm out and about to things that I'm allergic to. I mean, it takes longer to be being outside before I start noticing something. Okay, take care. Have a good day. And maybe you go live. Who knows? If I have free time, maybe I show up when you're live. If you go live later. I'm going to take my supplements now. First, I'm going to fill this up. Here's my Dolphy filter pot. I believe there are things in the tap water, city water, municipal water that's bad for you. Which is why I drink filtered water. On a rare occasion, if I'm in a hurry, I might use tap water. Like for example, this I keep this in the fridge, and if I'm in a hurry to get a cup of coffee for some reason, running hot water through the faucet and then using that in the kettle, it will bring it to a boil faster. But it is on a rare occasion. So here we go. We're going to start taking supplements. And we'll begin with omega-3 capsules. A lot of my supplements, I buy them from Top Formula. It's a Swedish, meaning you probably can't buy this if you're in America. It's a Swedish Top Formula is a Swedish online supplement store. And that's where at least 50% of the supplements I buy on a monthly basis come from. So I buy a significant amount of supplements from that every month. I buy supplements for around $300 and a month, around. Okay. And more than 50% of those supplements not being priced now, but like at this, I buy this, niacin, I buy this thing, okay, that thing. More than 50% of that stuff comes from Top Formula. Why? Because they have very competitive pricing. They're very cheap. Maybe buying the same amount of niacinamide milligram, meaning trying to cover from another place. If I buy the same, okay, I'm looking for something that has 90 capsules of omega-3, okay, and that has this much vitamin E and everything. Another place, this might be twice as expensive. On Top Formula, it's around $3 for this. In another place, it might be $6 or $9, something like this. So I like Top Formula. There's been some price raises there, I think, but still cheap. Okay, still cheap. I like Top Formula. So I gotta begin with the omega-3 capsules here. I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 4 omega-3 capsules. Look like this. Next up, ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is an adaptogen. It lowers cortisol, lowers stress, lowers anxiety, stress, anything. Like somebody has anxiety, they have PTSD, CPTSD, stress. This can help. I'm gonna take 2 of these actually, 2 ashwagandha capsules. These have, one capsule contains 400 milligrams of ashwagandha, so I'm going to take 800 milligrams in total, 2 of these. And there's 5 milligrams of black pepper extract in each capsule. Q10. I'll take Q10. This supplement contains 1 per capsule, 100 milligrams Q10, 5 milligrams black pepper extract, 5 milligrams vitamin E, 2 picograms vitamin B12, 80 milligrams vitamin C, and 55 picograms selenium. Now I'm guessing that this, I think it's picogram, okay? Sometimes I say UG because it looks like that. This, if you look at that thing there, I think that is picogram. Here, right here. I'm gonna take 2 of these. Next up, niacin. 500 milligrams niacin per capsule. I'm gonna take 2 grams of this, meaning 5, 10, 15, 20. So this would be 2,000 milligrams niacinamide. Now this is the types and amounts of supplements that I take are not recommended, and I don't say that only as a disclaimer. Meaning, if somebody would find my videos and they're like, "Well, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm just going to copy what he's to take all the supplements he takes the same amount." No, people have individual needs for supplements. I think most people should be taking niacinamide, if not all. But unless you have ADHD and autism, like what I do, or if it's something else. Meaning people that have ADHD and or autism, or if you have depression or you have anxiety or whatever, some kind of mental health problem, PTSD, CPTSD, anxiety, some kind of mental health problem, you can expect to need more than other people, niacin. Average person out there, if you're not taking niacin as a standard supplement right now, I would think it would be good for you to take 250 milligrams or 500 milligrams a day. And that's if you don't have a problem like depression or anxiety or stress or ADHD or PTSD or something like that. 2 grams niacinamide. 2 garlic tablets. Now, taking the 4 omega-3 capsules before I start taking these supplements, or not, still fasting, I haven't eaten yet, enables me to take these big amounts of certain supplements without getting nauseous because they're buffered by the fat. MSM. $900 milligrams MSM per capsule. I'm going to take 4 of these. I'm going to take 1 of these solid B complex tablets. B complex tablets. B max it's called. Gotta take 1 of those. ALA, alpha-lipoic acid. One capsule contains 200 milligrams ALA. So there's 200 milligrams per capsule in this ALA supplement. I'm gonna take 2 of them. No, I'm gonna take 3 actually. Actually, I'm gonna take 2 more omega-3 capsules because I'm going to take quite a lot of supplements. Yeah, 4 is too little. I'm taking 6 in total. I already took 4 omega-3 capsules. Now it was 6. 4, 5, 6. Yeah. There's a lot of myths in the system that you don't need to take. It's dangerous to take too much supplements. It's bad for you, and it's pointless. You urinate it out. These are myths in the system. Vitamin D. These are tablets. I'm waiting for the arrival of my new vitamin D that I bought from Top Formula. I bought a box of vitamin D soft gels from Top Formula. These are 2 small vitamin D tablets. 2,000 IEs international. 2,000 IEs per tablet. So that'd be 4,000 IEs of vitamin D. Second thought, I'll take 3. I was considering things a little bit lower, some of these lower amounts, but no, I'll take 3 of them. Curcumin thermic complex. 1, 2, 3. 3 of these. This is a supplement that lowers inflammation. Curcumin. NAC. N-acetylcysteine. 1, 2, 3. I'm taking 3 of these, which will give me 1,500 milligrams of niacinamide. No. NAC. 3 of these will give me 1,500 milligrams, 1.5 grams of NAC, N-acetylcysteine. Curcumin ginger. This contains this supplement, 1 capsule, 500 milligrams turmeric extract, out of which curcuminoids 475 milligrams, 50 milligrams ginger extract, out of which 2.5 milligrams gingerols, black pepper extract 5.3 milligrams, which gives you 5 milligrams piperine, 40 milligrams vitamin C, which is just to keep the supplement from going bad. Like it's a preservative. It's an antioxidant. When they have these minute amounts of vitamin C in supplements, like 40 milligrams per capsule, that's not something you should even like consider to be doing anything to cover your vitamin C needs per day. It's a preservative to keep the supplement fresh inside the capsule. It's an antioxidant. I'm taking 3 of these. Magnesium chelate. I'll take 1 of those. 162.5 milligrams magnesium per capsule. Resveratrol. 200 milligrams red wine extract per capsule, which gives you 40 milligrams of resveratrol. I'm going to take 3 of these. This also is an anti-inflammatory supplement. L-theanine. I'm going to take 2 of these. There's 200 milligrams L-theanine per capsule, so I will get 400 milligrams. We're gonna have magnesium hydroxide. Here you go, and they give you per 2 capsule amount of this. 250 milligrams magnesium per 2 capsules, so that would be 125 per capsule. So I'm taking 2 pills for magnesium, not just one. Okay, so I have these here. Magnolia. And this is a probiotic supplement. Probiocultures complex, 60 billion CFU, 120 capsule, food supplement, 2 months supply, but it's not for me. It's at most 1 month supply, because I take a lot more than the ordained most supplements, and that's not a bad thing to do. Don't let idiots deceiving to thinking you can cover your vitamin. It's like the incorrect one as the recommended amounts and the ordained amounts. Okay, and it's in the best interest of the supplement companies too when they agree with that. I mean, like, this is a 2 month supply. Well, some of the supplements, if they tell you it's a 2 month supply, for some people will like barely make a dent in disease. Okay, if they're using supplements to treat disease for a certain effect, coincide and stuff like this, and they write 1 month supply, maybe they have to take 3 of those a day instead of 1 a day to have the effect that they're seeking, and then it won't be a 1 month supply. So basically, it's like one of the things that does it's like you get consider the price, and then this is for 2 months. Okay, so it's in their own best interest to financial interest to like agree with all the amounts, like recommended amounts. And I do think that they forced them possibly, like the FDA or whatever, they had to put some kind of like tell you how much you need. So I think there's some kind of rule. I don't care too much because it's not. I don't follow it. Okay, so I don't follow bad rules. Okay, so I don't have to know the rules that I'm not going to follow anyway. I just need to know that they're incorrect and you can't trust these rules. And then you learn the truth about how much you need to do for change. I'm not. For a moment there, I thought I only put half a teaspoon of taurine in there, and then I want another half a teaspoon. Like I changed my mind, put 2 little taurine there. But no, I remember the first impulse of half a teaspoon when I was starting to put amino acids in there, and then I changed my mind and put in 1 teaspoon. So I was remembering the first started to put it, not the actual. So anyway, now I'm gonna take one of these MACA plus L-arginine. This contains and they give you per 3 capsules, which I don't like, but per 3 capsules, 400 milligrams maca extract, 200 milligrams L-arginine, 125 milligrams magnesium, 20 milligrams zinc, B6, pantothenic acid, B2, biotin, folic acid. I gotta take 2 of these. Yeah. Alrighty. Be right back. So this has been my post wake up dose of supplements, and it took a lot longer than normal. Meaning, this is not how long it takes to take my post wake up dose of supplements normally. If I make a video and I'm showing it or telling you what I'm taking, which I was intended to do, it's at least 3 times longer. So, more coffee. It's gonna take a while until I feel feel like I'm getting closer to my A game. I drank a lot of coffee today. I didn't take the coffee supplements, which means I can start getting a little bit of like caffeine, tense, nervous type energy. The only time now I get nervous or anxious or stressed is pretty much if I take too much coffee, drink too much coffee, and haven't taken my own advice. Like, this is how much you should be taking all these supplements after waking up. If I haven't been doing that, and then I drink coffee, which is often that can give you adrenaline, cortisol, stress, increase that, then I might feel a little bit tense or anxious energy. And then, meaning at an amount that is not a problem, really. But it is like this, since I figured out the right way, since I learned like the medicine to doctor myself better mental health, having autism, ADHD, having been depressed, PTSD, things like this. I used to have a lot of stress and anxieties in my life, being super stressed and anxious all the time. Wake up in the morning being super stressed. And now, if I do something like I wake up in the morning, for today, for example, and I drink my morning coffee, I might feel, and I'm doing a live stream, I might feel like, oh, this is how I used to feel all the time before. So now it's like at worst, I feel close to, not even as bad, but I feel close to feeling the way I used to feel like all the time, like as nervous, tense, stressed as I used to feel like all the time. Okay, it's like rare now. It's like I wake up in the morning, I do something wrong, meaning it's like I don't take my adaptogens, enough vitamin C, ashwagandha, niacin before I get my coffee, and then and then I feel like nervous and tense and stressed, and then I remember like this is how I used to feel like all the time before I fix myself, improve my mental physical health. As okay, so it's a very real improvement, and a reminder how far I've come. And within 3 hours, these supplements, all of the supplements I'm taking, are going to have been absorbed, and that's a generous time frame. It's not going to take more than 3 hours. Like, things are, what I've taken is either going to have been absorbed or not have been absorbed in 3 hours. I need to fix this problem with the time, because there's an error with the time, and it's something that I don't like. The StreamYard time is lying to me. Here, I'll show it to you. Obviously, I haven't been live for 10 hours, 21 minutes, and 57 seconds. And if I look at his comment here, it says midnight 19 minutes past midnight he left this, but the time here is 09:42 in Sweden. So there's a discrepancy between the StreamYard time and my computer time. New day, new opportunities. See what I do today. I don't have any fixed plans, like something big that I've decided to do today. But I will be productive. I will be engaging in meaningful activities for sure. And there might be something that I decide to do. This is the start of my day. I'm already starting to feel better. Meaning I felt a little bit anxious and nervous and stressed at the beginning of this live stream. And I'm already feeling better after taking my supplements. And some of the taurine and the vitamin C has kicked in that I took even before one time. When I wake up in the morning, you start working up your levels of vitamin C. When you wake up in the morning, when I wake up in the morning, my vitamin C levels are too low. And if you have too low vitamin C, that's conducive to stress and anxiety, meaning vitamin C lowers stress, helps you perform better under stress. So if you feel like stressed, tense, anxious, nervous, and you make sure you have enough vitamin C in your body, you feel better, you do better with that. Even if you feel stressed, you'll deal better with that. So when I woke up this morning, my vitamin C levels were too low. And I started working to get them up to the level they need to be at. I started working to get my vitamin C level up to the right level, the right amount. And once I hit that point, I can sense it. It's Sunday, 2023-03-05. I'm going to take a multivitamin too. This is my multivitamin. This is the from Top Formula. Top Formula multivitamin and mineral supplement. Top Formula multivitamin mineral innehåller de viktiga mineraler och vitaminer vi alla behöver. Which means Top Formula multivitamin and mineral, the supplement contains the important minerals and vitamins that we all need. And one tablet contains 800 picograms of vitamin A, 5 picograms, UGs, I think that might be the symbol for picograms. Okay, so when I say picograms, I'm meaning, this is what I mean. Here, this looks like UG. Vitamin D, I'm not going to list off all the amounts. You can see the exact amounts here for yourself. I'll give you the frame here if somebody wants to pause it and see how much is in there if they're interested. This multivitamin supplement contains vitamin A, D, E, K, B1, B2, niacin, pantothenic acid, B6, folic acid, B12, biotin, vitamin C, 7 milligrams of iron, some copper, iodine, zinc, 10 milligrams of zinc, manganese, selenium, chrome, molybdenum. Might be molybdenum or something in English. I don't know how to say that in American English. It should have molybdenum. Maybe it's molybdenum or something. What I'm going to do today, I ran out of the St. John's Wort liquid that I make myself. I uh, I boil St. John's Wort herb, infuse water, get that St. John's Wort into water, and I put it in one of these glass bottles and keep it in the fridge. And I drink it every day. And I ran out of that yesterday or the day before that. So today, that's one of the things I'm going to do. I'm going to make a St. John's Wort, about a liter of St. John's Wort infused water. You could call it tea because it's an herb, and you soak it in hot water. You boil water, put St. John's Wort in there, and it releases the active ingredients that you want into the water. Then you can strain it, filter it, put in a bottle, keep it in the fridge. And it'll be good for at least a week in the fridge, especially if you add 5 grams of vitamin C to it. Because vitamin C is a preservative, it's an antioxidant, so it helps things to stay fresh longer in the fridge. So if you're making smoothies or protein shakes, and you're meal prepping, and you're making it today and you're making something you got to keep in the fridge and not use it up today. You want it to be fresh tomorrow or the next day. It's a good idea to add some vitamin C in there, just as well as a gram of vitamin C in a smoothie or a protein shake or something like this can make a big difference in how long it stays fresh. You could add it to yogurt, for example, if you want the yogurt to stay fresh, to be good, stay good longer in the fridge. You can add a gram of vitamin C to it. I saw this morning. I was checking out YouTube, and apparently this actor who played in Saving Private Ryan has died. There's an actor that has died. Tom Sizemore has died recently, which is sad. Okay. Anytime somebody dies, it's always not a good thing. Somebody who's not a Christian. Uh, he's a guy who had to struggle with addiction in his life. He was a man that has had an addiction problem, Tom Sizemore. And I watched a video after I watched it, became aware. I saw something pop up on my YouTube feed about him having died. And then I watched some related videos. And there's some videos about him, with him, talking about addiction and what he did to deal with his addiction. And one of the things that he said was what he did when he decided to stop being, to deal with his addiction problem, is to stop hanging out with people that are doing drugs, which is common sense and most of the time a good idea. Meaning, if you're somebody an alcoholic or you're a cocaine addict or meth addict or whatever you're addicted to, then you hang out with people while you have an active addiction, and you hang out with friends that have the same addiction, if that's alcohol, whatever it is. And you go to your body and you do or that you spend time with other people, and then you decide you're going to get off and then stop consuming this addictive substance. You set yourself up for success by stop hanging out with people that are still. If you're an alcoholic and you decide to stop drinking, obviously you're setting yourself up for success. If you stop hanging out with your friends that you used to hang out with and drink with together, like they're not stopping it. So if I was an alcoholic, I've never been an alcoholic, I've never been a drug addict, my haters would love to think that I am. Okay, I'm not an alcoholic, I don't do drugs. I make it all supplements, vitamins. I don't take drugs, I don't take big pharma drugs, I don't take street drugs, I don't drink alcohol. But I understand addiction, just like I understand psychology, just like I understand the psychopathy and narcissism. I don't have to be a person having this problem to understand it. And here's the point. If I was an alcoholic and I want to stop drinking, and there's a guy who came in yesterday that I blocked him, and he's an alcoholic, self-professed, okay, so it's not like like throwing out dirt. Like he told me that in conference, he's a public alcoholic. That part of his YouTube channel is getting drunk on his YouTube channel and being drunk and do live streams and talk about his drinking problem. Okay. Now, if I had been an alcoholic and I was like him and I was drinking all the time, and then part of what I was doing was, meaning, for example, if I was an alcoholic and I was a guy who was not making content like this about health, fitness, and mental health and like healthy things that I'm engaging, but I was a guy who was wake up in the morning, I stop drinking alcohol, I get drunk, and then it's like I want to go hang out with somebody online, like virtual uh, social interaction. And there's like panels, other people that like they live stream and they let people up as guests, and people have like hangouts and they have like online bodies to hang out together on live streams. If I was a guy woke up and I was alcohol, I'm be more likely to end up at the green live stream and with two guys drinking, and both of us are alcoholics at that point, and we hang out with each other. There might be some other people that they wouldn't let me, a guy who's like a drunk coming up and on the live stream, they're drinking and being a drunk and the behavior that manifests associated to that. Okay. So for different reasons, like people self-sort themselves, water seeks one level, birds of a feather. So if I had been an alcoholic, and part of what I was doing was hanging out with Green, who is an alcoholic, and he's not stopping that. And if I had like, okay, 1 week now, no alcohol, obviously I would be setting myself up for failure if I would keep hanging out with him, even virtually. Go up on his live stream and he's drinking. I used to be with him and we used to drink together. We'll show up on the side, he's going to be drinking, and it's going to make me remember, and like whatever. You set yourself up for failure. So I can understand this without having the problem. Uh, Even like if I decide to stop smoking, which is an addiction, it's not the same thing because it doesn't make you like sell your mother's jewelry or have sex with strangers to get your next fix. Okay, smoking cigarettes is not that type of addiction, but it's still an addiction. It will be like a light addiction. Okay, it's something that if you stop doing it, you have withdrawal. And people who smoke cigarettes, they have to do it every day and they keep doing it. Now, if I decided I got to a point in my life where I feel like the smoking was a big problem for me and I wanted to quit it, uh, I would be setting myself up for success by not hanging out with people that smoke, just from a biological level, especially initially. And after a while, you might get, it's not impossible. I do believe that if I decided to stop smoking, I wouldn't have to stop hanging out with people that smoke. But if it's something that's a real, more the real problem, it makes it harder for you to quit it if you hang out with people doing it. Okay, it's like a trigger. Meaning, if I had stopped smoking this morning, I decided this morning I'm gonna stop smoking, and then right now I was having a nicotine withdrawal, and my body was like it's craving the nicotine. And I go watch a Hollywood movie, and one of the scenes is a guy smoking a cigarette. That will be a trigger. That will make it harder for me, make me more hungry to smoke. Uh, so there's different things you can do to set yourself up for success, and the things that you do to set yourself up for failure. You are the sum of the five most. There's a quote about you are the sum of the five people you spend the most time with, which is why if you're a Christian, it's a good idea to spend time in the Bible. Okay, uh, you should be spending time with the Lord, the Holy Spirit, reading the words of the Holy Spirit in the Scriptures, because you're spending time with God. And if you're spending more time with the world, lost people, and watching what lost people watch, and you're not reading the Scriptures, don't be surprised if you end up being more like a lost person and less like of a Christian. Now, a Christian is a Christian is a Christian every day, will always be. Meaning, a Christian is somebody that has become something else and they will always be something else. But it's talk about living out that. Okay. Speaking of green, yesterday I blocked green He came in and I had been up all night. I had pulled like an all night and decided to sleep fast and stay up all night. And he showed up, and I just I had a bad reaction to seeing his comment. I got annoyed with him. We have history, okay, and he's been a guy where I've been letting him be able to write in my chats and kind of like I'm aware of the fact I can't trust him. He's a guy with an active addiction. He's a toxic person on and off. Okay, uh, and it's like, but I mean, well, I can let him keep writing my chat. Okay, I'm not looking at him like a buddy or a friend or that I trust him or something like this. But it's like a guy I can keep letting him write in my comment section, but I'm not trusting him. But yesterday I got pissed with him. I did rub me the wrong way. Just he wrote a comment and it looked like he was. It looked confrontative and like he was exercising aggression, like rude. Okay, and that gave me a bad reaction, and then that led to me blocking him, which might have been a good thing to do. That doesn't mean that I hate him. Okay, uh, I wouldn't be happy if went to YouTube tomorrow and saw like the Tom Sizemore report, Dream is dead. Okay, I would be like, I wouldn't get any pleasure out of that. Okay, even if I'm angry at him, I don't like him, I get pissed with things that does. I wouldn't be happy if he went to prison because of his drinking, or if he got in some kind of trouble, a car accident, or whatever would happen, or if he would die, or something like this. Meaning, I would be likely if I heard the good news that he had become sober and cleaned up his life and if his license became like my license, waking up in the morning, and he's taking supplements. Let's talk about that. This daily process. I'm gonna take my supplements, filtered water. I'm gonna make vitamin C water. Here's things that I take to lower my anxiety. Instead of notice how I'm not turning to vodka or alcohol because I feel a bit tense and stressed and anxious in the morning when I wake up. I'm turning to something else, healthy. There's maladaptive coping mechanisms and survival strategies and maladaptive. So instead of turning to some big pharma drug, benzodiazepines or something like this for my anxiety, meaning I could, if I hadn't learned what I've learned, eventually I might have felt too anxious and stressed that it's such a big problem. I depend upon the system because I don't know about the alternative ways to lower stress, anxiety, and deal with depression. I might have turned up at a psychologist's office at some point. It's like, this is too much. This is a serious problem. And if talk therapy, if that wouldn't work, then more likely than not, you'd end up on some big pharma drug. Okay. And these big pharma drugs like Jordan Peterson, that's what happened to Jordan Peterson. He had an anxiety problem, like I've been having an anxiety problem, and stress problem, and depression. And he turned to the big pharma. He went the system route and got addicted to benzodiazepines. And he's talked about how much damage that caused. Um, Now, if he had known what I know, maybe if he would have been watching my YouTube channel, he would have, they would have saved some trouble. Maybe be like, well, let's give this a try. Okay, what does he say? Take enough adaptogens, magnesium, niacin, vitamin C, and it will lower your stress, anxiety. I give it a go, I try it. That might have been enough to where he wouldn't have to alternatively pharmacist and feel like he needed to. So, yeah, I don't hate Dream. If Dream watches this, I don't hate your Dream, but I feel like I had to get you out of my life. I can't have you around me. And I hope you will clean up your act, clean up your life for your sake, and make some changes in your life. Nobody's perfect. I still smoke cigarettes. Okay, there's some things that I do that are suboptimal and or bad, like smoking. I still smoke cigarettes. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do big pharma drugs, street drugs. I do smoke cigarettes. Um, but you would do well if you would do what I do. If you would get off the alcohol and whatever the reason you drink alcohol, You have depression, anxiety, or stress, or feel bad, and you turn to drinking to deal with this. You will be better off turning to the God's medicine, natural medicine, alternative medicine, supplements. And if you just have to learn how to do it. Okay. So I'm not saying take buy an adapter and take it one time a day. Take any amount of vitamin C one time every day. And no, there's a certain amount of there's a certain you have to figure out what types and what amount of each type and how often of these supplements that you need to take to to have the effect that you're seeking. Okay. And I recommend Dream to do that. As long as Dream is having an active addiction, it's hard for people to maintain any level of relationship with him, like interact with him frequently. Okay, because addict lie, cheat, and steal, and they're toxic. Okay, and it's like human beings have a sin nature, and there's things that you do that kind of plays into that. Okay, meaning everybody has sin inside of them. And part of sin is doing bad things and mistreating people and being a scumbag. That's part of the human condition. And the things that you can do that feed these parts of your behavior. Okay. Meaning I'm a human being, even though I'm a Christian, I still retain my sin nature, which means within my within me, like inherently, I have the ability to be an asshole to people, mistreat people. And if I don't drink alcohol, I'm better able at not having this manifest. Okay, this mistreating people thing manifesting. But if I would start getting drunk every day, it will be coming up more. This thing that is inside of me and all other humans, the sin nature that will manifest in toxic behavior, selfish behavior. Uh, okay, so yeah, Dream, if you're watching this, come on, you need to get serious. If it's I'm not you do whatever you want, but if you're not happy with the results you're getting, and you talk about how you drink and you don't like it and you had to change your life, and I'm tired of living like this and this type of stuff. Obviously, you are aware of having a problem. Well, do something about it. There's things that you can do that you're choosing to not do about the problem. So you're choosing to keep having this. You're gonna have to choose to. If you're not happy with the results you're getting, you have to change the things that you're doing, because what you're choosing to do, choosing not to do on a daily basis, is what's making you feel and be the way you are right now. There, you wake up in the morning. There's certain things you do after you wake up every day. There's certain things you're not doing, and then 8 hours later, you're a certain way. And the reason you are a certain way 8 hours later is because of some things you chose to do and some things you chose not to do, which means you can change the results you're getting by changing the things that you do. Okay, you have agency. You have the ability to make choices for yourself, and you should. I think that you should. Uh, People that are like raging alcoholics don't have a good life expectancy. Okay, you're over 40 years old, and you've been having for years an alcohol problem. That doesn't look good. Okay, just statistically, you're unlikely to make it to 75 if you keep living the way you do. Okay, you're unlikely to live until you're 75 if you keep drinking as much as you do, and some other things that you may or may not be doing. You're unlikely to make it 75 if you keep doing this. The sooner you make some changes, the better. Um, there's also health problems that you might give yourself if you keep engaging in this that could be irreversible, where 15 years from now, if you have some kind of health problem because of what you've been doing, and then you start make a dose of vitamin C and take other supplements, you're still going to be better off and extend your lifespan, and see some improvement at the very least in these health problems. But they are irreversible health problems you can cause yourself. Where an organ becomes so damaged, you will have to get a transplant, for example, and it can't be healed because it's so damaged that no matter how much vitamin C you take, you're not gonna restore it to the pristine state anymore. So yeah. I felt good. Some thyroid adjustments. Got off to a slow start today. And I already given myself a task, meaning objective, something I'm going to do today that I decided to do. St. John's wort. I'm going to make a St. John's wort, about a liter of St. John's wort before the day is over. And what else? Yeah, that's what else am I going to do? I have a washing machine. I'm gonna empty my washing machine, hang it on the drying rack. Keep fasting. I'm not gonna eat until after 1500 hours. I woke up around 4 hours ago. It's 10:09 a.m. and I'm not gonna eat until after 15, at the earliest 1500 hours. So I gotta keep fasting. And who knows, maybe I'll do some kind of exercise today. I've been working to get my baseline activity level up to where a few years back I was so sick, like my health was so bad and my energy and everything I was dealing with, I would be harming myself, but trust me, if I made myself exercise every day. So I needed to work for about a year on healing myself uh, with supplements to where I got to a level where I could exercise more frequently. And I'm working towards a baseline activity level where I'm aiming to, on a daily basis, do some form of exercise on a daily basis. If that's walking or something that counts as exercise. Okay, if that's like walking for 20 minutes at a brisk pace one day, and then the next day it's some kind of a body weight exercise. I do squats. Maybe third day after that I do bicep curls. Day after that maybe some tricep workout, push-ups. But on a daily basis, I'm looking. I'm considering like getting my baseline day-to-day activity level up to like daily exercise. Okay, and now it's maybe 75% of days to something that counts as exercise. Now my hormonal health is good enough that I don't have to work out a lot to have a good physique and athletic performance. Uh, but I do believe that it will still be good for me. Health, mental, physical health, keeping what I got. Okay, that's a big part of the exercise is maintaining what I already have. If I stop exercising completely, maybe eventually I'll start have some issues. So it's I'm not chasing a goal of getting in shape. I'm already in really good shape and I already have high energy and good athletic performance and everything. So a big part of the exercise is just maintaining what I got, and also like the mental physical health benefits of exercising. And yeah, good morning, babe. I see we wonderful showed up in here. This is my girlfriend. She's my friend. She's a girl. We have a long distance relationship. We didn't meet each other yet, but we've been talking for. We've been having a virtual relationship, long distance relationship for how long now, honey? 2 years, at least 2 years. It's got to be more than 2 years. Yeah, for sure, 2 years, maybe 2.5. And I'm happy I met her. I'm glad. I consider myself fortunate and blessed, and I appreciate we come into my life. I was doing fine. Well, I mean, I was for many years. I was single. I did have in real life, long-term relationship with a woman. We were living together, and at times it was a storm relationship, and like breaking up, getting back together. Okay, but I did have a serious long-term relationship for many years over here in Sweden. And then after that relationship ended, I wanted to stay single. I decided to. I didn't feel like getting a new girlfriend. I felt like being alone and working on myself, improving myself. Um, and I'm glad that I had that mentality because a lot of people don't have the strength to be alone. And if they become single, they have a relationship and ends, they are unable to make it on their own. It's like they feel like they have to be in a relationship. They can't be alone. It's like they suffer. They feel they can't be single. Okay. And instead of waiting, they don't have high enough standards. They have low standards. It's like anybody that's not too bad that wants to be in a relationship with me, I'll jump into a relationship with them rather than being single. And my mentality was more having high standards. And I'm fine being alone. And if I'm going to get into a relationship, it's going to be an awesome woman, not settling for breadcrumbs. Like, well, somebody who's not too bad. No, I have high standards, meaning if I'm going to get into a relationship, I'm not going to get into a relationship uh, and jump from one to the other or something. No, I decided it's like a wife. Okay, if I get into a relationship, I'm going to get married, not start and talk to a woman and then be boyfriend girlfriend. But when I decided to look for a woman again, it's like I'm looking to get married, not find a woman, be with her for a while, but maybe jump to somebody else. No, I was looking for a serious relationship, and once I decided to start looking for a wife, um, I was making real sure that if I'm taking my time, meaning not settling for somebody, finding somebody who is wife material, somebody I can see myself spend the rest of my life with, somebody who's right for me, not better than nothing. Okay, not like somebody who's better than not having a wife, but the right person, a good wife. Look for a woman that would make a good wife that I want to spend the rest of my life with. And I found Ree here, and she's a very good uh, candidate for being a wife. I feel like she is the right person for me. Okay, I do feel like she is a very good woman and very good wife material, you might call it. Somebody that would make a good wife. Uh, and I love her, and she loves me, and we want to get married. So God willing, we will be living together and married within 5 years. God willing. Okay. And even if I will get taken out by the government a year from now, and that never manifests, then it wouldn't have been wasted time because it's not. It's like the day to day having this person in my life has made my life a lot better, and her life better too. Um, so I consider myself blessed and fortunate to have found Ree wonderful. She's wonderful. She's a wonderful person. Her family has recently gotten a farm. They live in Thailand, and they recently bought a farm and started growing some vegetables and stuff. And a commercial farming, low scale commercial farming. not like the huge, having acres and acres and no, but like having a small farm growing stuff, and then they go take this and bring it to a market, and meaning they have a farm, sell or grow some chilies, vegetables and stuff, and they go to the farm. Her father works there, water the plant, take care of it. Eventually, there's a harvest, and they we have 3 kilos of chilies. I don't know exactly, but it's certain amount. It's not to be. Now, we have some chilies here, like a kilo. Let's bring it to the market. We sit down there and put a cardboard. It's like you don't have to have it be super big. Chilies, this price per kilo, whatever. Then people can buy it. So that's a change in Lee's life. The family's got a farm, and that is what I would. That is a life that I would like. Uh, Meaning, if I move to Thailand in the future, me and we were married at that point, we buy a plot of land. This would be a better existence, more natural, what a type of life that I would like. Buying a plot of land, building or buying a plot of land with a house on it, by owning land, um, and being self-sustaining, growing, having, not relying on supermarket food, by having chickens, pigs, cows, sheep, whatever. You're self-sustaining. You have meat, eggs if you have chickens. You can grow vegetables, organic vegetables, for your sustenance, for your food, for your daily meat. And if there's some left over, you can sell it and make some money on it. Uh, That'll be a good life. Right now, I live in the big city life. This is song by Matterfix, Big City Life. I like this song. It's not too bad. Um, this is an agenda, people. Meaning the elites, they've had this agenda to like urbanize the world. They okay. The natural way is to have people have living in a house in the woods, pretty much. Okay, to live in nature, not cramped together in these concrete boxes in the city. The urban environment is not normal. Living in a city, it's not normal. It's not natural. Living in a city, in an apartment, that's not normal. That's not normal. It's kind of similar to taking a monkey out of its natural habitat in the rainforest and putting it in a zoo. It's not normal. You can get it to be like close enough to the natural environment to where it's not like dying in a week or something like this, but it's not the same thing. Uh, it's similar to that. It's like animals have a natural habitat and natural lifestyle. That is like the natural way to live for this animal. Humans are not animals, but just as with the animals, there's a certain natural way for humans to live, and it's not natural for humans to live like I live right now in an apartment. It's a concrete box. It's like the concrete box. You live inside of a concrete rectangle that's inside of a bigger concrete rectangle, inside of a rectangle shaped block. It's like they got you boxed into this little rectangle life. That's part of big city life. Cube, cube / rectangle life. Okay, part of the matrix. The matrix was he was living, working like an office job in the big city in a cubicle. Okay, so it's in a cube, and a lot of times the room that the cubicle is placed in is also cube shaped. Okay, so you're in a small cube, a cubicle, and then there's many cubicles in this room that's also shaped like a cube or a rectangle. So it's like they get you inside of a cube, a rectangle. There's something about the shape too. Here's what I see, people. Oh no, you're just another brick in the wall. Okay, the Builders of society maintain this reality construct. The architects, matrix architects, they have like a wall. Okay, they're building something. Society. They're building society to be the way that they want it to be. And the way that they want it to be is not the way that God wants it to be, or the natural way, or the best way for you. They're building society in the way that's best for them and Satan. It's how they're building society. So you can look at it like they're building a wall, and they want you to be part of that. We were building a satanic, toxic, bad world system, and we need to have somebody in this cubicle here. Boom, now they got you in the wall, and part of it we want this here, and I will put these people inside these cubes, rectangles in the city, because we're building the society wall, and we have these jobs, so people sit in cubicles. So, and the guy, we put him in the city, get the person into the city, they live in a cube or rectangle shaped apartment in the city, and then they get in the rectangle shaped bus to work, and then they get out and they go inside the cube, rectangle shaped thing, and they work. And that's part of them building and maintaining this society construct. It's unnatural. The way of the world is unnatural. Okay. And I am looking to have an exodus out of this my current circumstances. That does include some limitation, bondage, to some okay. Meaning I don't like living in an apartment, but I am living in an apartment. I don't like living inside of a cube rectangle that's inside of a apartment complex building that houses many apartments. So it's like living inside of this rectangle, inside of a rectangle, inside of a rectangle block. So you have the rectangle shaped room that's inside a rectangle shaped apartment complex. That's inside, if you look at a map, a rectangle sized block. I don't like that life, the big city life. We're trying to get by. Russian eyes, don't want me try. Big city life, and my heart have no base. Right now, Babylon, get on my case. Soon our work is done. All of us, one by one, still will live our lives. Funny, if all this stuff survives. A big city life. I don't like the big city life. Now, here's the point. There was a quote by an Indian who got put in prison. Some Indian chief, possibly some Indian guy, Native American, and he said, "Like, yeah, they got me in prison, but I'm still free because I'm free on the inside." Like his mind was free. He had freedom inside of himself, so he didn't concede defeat and like accept that he's not free anymore. You can be in the world and not of it. So if you become a Christian, we all want, you can be free inside of the matrix system. Most people inside of the city, they're slaves. Okay, most people, they're in some kind of slavery, mental slavery. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free your own mind. Okay, people are there's a slavery in this world, like soft slavery. That's part of the matrix system, the big Pharaoh world system. The world system is Egypt. Okay, if you read the Old Testament and you read about the Jews being in Egypt, and then going on Exodus, Egypt is the world system today. Is a mirror of Egypt. This big city life existence that I find myself in now. It's not the actual full on, but it's close to the Jews living in Egypt. Okay, part of being a part of society and living like the common man's life experience, living in a city, and you have a job and stuff. There's bondage, hard bondage. Well, people work 8 hours a day doing something they hate to do. They come home exhausted. and they're having to do this because they have bills to pay, and it's some kind of a bondage and not a free existence. I could go deep into this and decode it more thoroughly, but basically, uh, living in a city, the modern life in an urban environment, it's reminiscent of the Jews uh, living in Egypt before Exodus. Okay, now I am free; I'm not a slave, but and most importantly, like I said, you can be in the role but not of it. Meaning you can be in the physical in the same circumstances other people that are not free mentally, spiritually, uh, physically, and not. You can physically be in the same place without being the same type of person. Okay, you can have freedom. You can be free inside of yourself. Meaning, if I will go to prison, which I'm trying not to, but being a total individual, uh, I have a visitor. I'll be right back. Saved by the Bell. You got saved by the Bell from having the truth bomb dropped on you that was being worked up to. Saved by the Bell. Okay, I'll be right back. And I'm back. Where was I? Yeah, this world system is set up, the matrix system, to have people not be free and to live in unnatural ways, and to live in a. It can all be summarized in this: to have people live in unnatural ways and to not be free. Okay, spiritually, psychologically, physically. There's natural ways to eat. There's natural ways of what you eat and what you don't eat. There's natural ways of like how you live. Okay, there's natural ways to make a living, unnatural ways. There's natural ways if you have health problems to deal with it in unnatural ways. And the world system is set up to have you live an unnatural life, an artificial life. Okay, an artificial life, assimilate to a facsimile. Uh, yeah, it's like I use something that I heard somebody else say it was valuable to communicate what I can see to be true myself. There's somebody talked about the elites are working to have humanity. They know that human beings need like a banana, like a monkey needs a banana, and a monkey to be healthy needs to eat a banana. Okay, that's the natural monkey diet. To be a healthy monkey, he should be living in the rainforest eating bananas. And the elites are like, we know that that's what a monkey eats, and it's going to hunger for that if it doesn't have it. So having live inside of a zoo with plastic fake flowers, it's almost a rainforest, almost trees, looks similar. Okay, it's not actual chlorophyll containing photosynthesis process having uh, plants that detox the air and everything like this. It's not the actual thing. The environment is not the natural environment, the real environment, and then the diet. Okay, so the monkey doesn't eat the bananas. The elites go like the monkey goes to the supermarket to buy food, and there's no real bananas there. There's these marshmallow foam uh, banana shaped objects that have some chemical coloring that make it look yellow. But it's kind of like the foam candy type thing that looks shaped like a banana, looks like a banana, has the same colors, but it's loaded with toxic sugar and these chemicals, ingredients like colorings, whatever they use to color it, some kind of chemical dye. Dye. The people eating a lot of dyes, chemical dyes is part of what people are eating a lot of. Like these Powerade drinks and stuff. I believe that some of these things that make them have the neon blue, neon yellow, neon, that is strong, bright colors that some fruits have and candies. Some of these dyes could, I believe them to be toxic. You might have some that are natural, but they get some kind of color agent from blueberries to make something blue. But for sure, it's not all of it. There's going to be some things are conducive to you dying, like some of these chemical dyes. It's the same with when you buy cleaning products that have like a color, like yellow or blue or something like this. A lot of times there'll be some kind of chemical that gives this color, and the chemical will be toxic, and the more toxins you have, that's conducive to death. Okay, so dyes. I had a friend help me out today. I had a friend come and bring me some bags of some things that I needed, and that's the person that you heard the name on. And okay, I had a friend come by today, and they helped me out with some things. So they helped me. I had a big bag of like trash, and they helped me to. They have a car, so they can take this to a place where I can't go without a car. Okay, there's some things that are difficult to me to throw away. I don't have a car, so I can bring a lot of stuff of this type to throw it away. And they also brought some stuff with them on the way over here. So I'm thankful to that for that. I'm thankful to God that He's that I have a life where I get blessings and help at times. I don't have a luxurious life. Okay, there's a lot of hardness in my life, but there are some things that I'm thankful for that I do have. People helping me out sometimes with things, and yeah. So what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna also purify. I'm gonna put the bags that this person brought with them into the ozone chamber, the ozone purification chamber that I made. I have an ozone generator inside of a closet, and if I need to ozone purify something, I can put it inside the closet, close the closet door, and then use the timer, turn it on, and then leave it in there for like 5 minutes. And that can do anything from kill certain viruses, bacteria. Most importantly, the main reason I do this is because I have allergies to perfume. And a lot of people have perfume on their clothes, like it's often. And a lot of people wash their hands with chemical soaps, okay? And they will have, a lot of people carry things on them that I'm allergic to. Like they have it on their skin, their clothes and stuff. And if somebody interacts with an object and then give it to me, a lot of times I'll be reacting to it allergically. So one of the things I do is use an ozone purifier. An ozone machine can kill smells, certain chemicals, neutralize fragrances and certain chemicals. So let's say I had sprayed perfume, which I'm allergic to, on this box of supplements. And even 3 hours later, after it's dried out, probably touching or having my face close to it, it will give me an allergy reaction. Now, if I put the whole box inside of this ozone purification chamber, close the door, turn it on the outside, and leave it there for 5-10 minutes, and open it, either 100% or at least I cut it down to 50%. How intense this irritation is. So you can use ozone to purify things, to clean things. It's part of what they use dry cleaners. And if you have a car shop and you're buying and selling secondhand cars, for example, and the guy that had a car before was a smoker, and you're the guy who buys the car and you can smell, it reeks of cigarette smoke in here. And I'm not going to be able to get as high of a price if I sell it to somebody else. Something that they do is they put an ozone generator in there. Maybe not every person, but it's something that some people do to clean cars. You get an ozone machine in there, run it for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and it kills a lot of these smells. If that's perfume, if it's cigarette smoke, whatever it is. If it's dogs, like allergens, and there it can kill a lot of stuff also. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna take these bags that this person brought with him, and I'm going to put them inside of the ozone purification chamber. Run it for 5 minutes maybe. I will show that actually. I will show you. You'll get to see that. I'll show you my ozone purification chamber. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hop on my live stream. This live stream, I'm gonna pop in with my phone here. So you're gonna see me pop in here. It's gonna cut into half, and it's gonna be me on my phone there. Then I can bring the phone with me. I'm gonna show you my ozone purification chamber. Do this. Testing. Testing. Okay, I'm on my phone now. And here's my ozone. No, that's the wrong camera. Settings. Camera. Back. Okay, here you go. There's my ozone purification chamber. Okay. This is how it works. So I converted this closet into ozone purification chamber. And I suspended these two bags. I will also purify. Here's the ozone machine up there. Okay. Here. Tied it with a string. Put it there. Here's the ozone generator. Here's the power cord. And I can both hang things here. For example, my winter coat, my jacket here. If I go outside and there's allergens getting on it, I'm allergic to perfume. When I come home, I can hang it on that hook there. Close the door, ozone purified. And this time I put these bags here, and the ozone gas will go down into it, and I clean it. Here I have these boxes at the bottom. There's my water distiller. This is a distillation machine. Water distiller. It's not working right now. I'm gonna have to repair it if I want it to work. So this is how it works. Take the power cord, close it, and it's like 99% airtight. Okay, meaning if I would stand with my nose right here, I might smell the ozone. But having it on for 5 minutes, it's not going to be a significant amount of ozone getting out of the closet. And once it gets out here, it's going to be very diluted with the air, mixed with air. So here's how it works. This is a timer. I repaired the ozone generator because the timer on the ozone machine, like the turn on timer, stopped working. I repaired the machine, it didn't work, I fixed it. And now it's, if I plug it into the wall outlet, it's always on. Okay. So that's how I repaired it. When I repaired it, it doesn't have an on-off switch anymore. That's one of the things that broke when it stopped working. So after I repaired it, it doesn't have an on-off switch anymore. But normally, if you would plug in the machine, it's off, and then you have to turn the knob, the timing knob, like how long you want it on, and it's also the on-off switch. Click, 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 10 minutes. Now, since I repaired it, it does work again, but it doesn't have that function anymore. which means if you plug this in and it gets electricity, it starts putting out also. There's no on-off switch. Okay, that's why I use this external timer when using the machine. See, that's plugged into an extension cable. That's very dirty. And it's here. Here's how it works. Put it there. See, and then here's the timer. It goes all the way up to 1 hour, which I don't use that long. And let's put it to 7 minutes. And it seems to have stopped working, actually. See if I can get it to work. Brute force method. No. There you go. The brute force method worked. You just need to push on it. And it clicked into place. And it started working. Yeah, okay, so this is how it works. Off, and then it's a timer. Turn it on. Get it to 5, 6, 7. 7 minutes. This is a timer. And it will be on now for 7 minutes. So it's the ozone machine is running in there, putting out ozone. Need to plug in my phone so it doesn't run out of battery. I'm sending internet. The way I have internet on my laptop is sending from my phone until I get my router. And I'm back. I'm back. I'm gonna top this up now. I checked Messenger and we had wrote me privately. She sent me a picture, a few pictures actually, and one of the pictures showed me her coffee and honey. My coffee and honey. She wrote and attached a picture. I'm actually gonna put them on screen. We has no problem with that. It's not a breach of privacy. Like I'm just sharing stuff that she wrote me privately. I've asked her before, and she has no problem with me. I've asked her before if she's okay with that, and she's cool with me. She's okay with me. Sometimes she will send me pictures. If I check Messenger, she will read me, honey, I'm eating, and she sends some pictures of her food. And I've asked her before if she's okay with if I do a live stream and I'm talking about food, for example. And I talk about, basically, I've asked her if she's okay with me showing some of these pictures, and she sends me sometimes of her food or uh, what she's eating, drinking, supplements, things like this. And she said she's fine with that. So I'm actually going to show you what she sent me. That's all. There. And the awesome machine just clicked off. So it's been 7 minutes since I was in there. I'm going to change the title and then I'm going to show it. So to dream and other people, if you watch this, some addict coaching, you can get help. Meaning if you're addicted, if you're an alcoholic, like dream, or have some kind of other drug problem, and you consider it a problem, okay? Not you. Well, sometimes you get drunk and it's not a problem, but if you have you're full blown addict, as you might say, there is help. Okay, there's hope. There's help, and the only help is not AA or some support group, 12-step program, or big pharma drugs and stuff like this. You can make yourself feel better. You can make yourself. There's things that you can do if you want to quit drinking or doing drugs. They can help you when you quit it to have suffer less from the withdrawal. Okay, and there are things that can help you feel better. If the reason you started drinking is because you had too much anxiety and you turn to that, or you are big pharma drugs like Jordan Peterson that had too much anxiety and turned to big pharma drugs, or you turn to street drugs or alcohol, stuff like this, because you're depressed or you have anxiety or you're feeling bad. Something makes you turn to a drug. If that's a food addiction, sugar, junk food, if it's internet, whatever, there are physical interventions, things that you can do to help yourself get off this and stay off it, and not feel so bad that you feel tempted even to turn to it. Okay, that's not impossible. There's hope. You can feel better without drinking, doing drugs, street drugs, big pharma drugs, other drugs like sugar. Okay. Now, I am aware that some people might look at it like I'm a hypocrite because you see me smoking cigarettes, but there's a big difference between being an alcoholic and smoking cigarettes, or doing coke, or big pharma drugs, stuff like this. Okay, the smoke is not a big problem. If it became a big problem, I would quit it, like I quit things, addictive things that are a problem before, like sugar, for example. Sugar is addictive. It's a drug, and most people are addicted to sugar. So some people know they have a problem. They're like, yeah, I'm an addict, I'm alcoholic, stuff like this. But a lot of people, average people, they're sugar addicts. Sugar is a drug. It's an addictive substance, and most people eat it every day to feed their addiction. And if they would do what I do, stop eating sugar, they will go through withdrawals because they're addicted to sugar. And from I've seen things, according to my research, sugar is like the brain on sugar looks similar to the brain on cocaine or something like this. It's a drug. It's like a coke addict does coke and they have like a rush or something in the brain. Sugar has a similar effect. And after eating it, people want to eat it more. Sugar is a drug. It's addictive. It's toxic. It hurts your health. It's bad for mental health, physical health. Um, so yeah, I will give you some advice here. If you're an alcoholic, search for a vitamin cure for alcoholism, niacin cure for niacin. Uh, okay, there's a book about using automatic medicine for alcoholism. Okay. Automolecular medicine is the type of medicine you see me practice, and you saw me practice earlier in this video, taking supplements. So me having ADHD and autism, uh, and having had depression in the past, panic attacks, mental physical health problems, feeling miserable at times, having a real hard time, I didn't turn to the big pharma drugs. Okay, I didn't turn to the benzos like Jordan Peterson did for his stress and anxiety, depression. I used to be on SRI drugs and got off them. Okay, quit them more than 4 years ago, and I'm not depressed today. So I've learned some things that help me not. I'm happy, and I don't have to use the drugs. I don't have to use drugs. I don't have to drink to get by. Okay, I'm able to get by without drugs and alcohol, things like this. And I can help you out there. I know how to help people. So if you're an alcoholic, there's things that you can do. A lot of alcoholics are deficient in niacin, and people that are big pharma drugs. And the reason they end up turning to big pharma drugs is because they have deficiencies in certain things, and because they don't have enough niacin, vitamin C, magnesium, vitamin D, etc. They get depressed, they get anxiety, or the problem is, and they turn to some drug, big pharma drug or street drug or alcohol to deal with this. So a way to heal yourself, to help yourself, is to start taking vitamins, supplements. There's some amino acids you can take too. Niacinamide is important. Megadose and niacinamide. Taking adaptogens if you have stress, anxiety. Vitamin C megadosing. Getting enough vitamin C every day. Most people are deficient in it. Now, megadosing doesn't mean you just start throwing vitamin C into yourself, not knowing what you're doing. It's not that it's dangerous, but it's like you want to learn how to use this medicine. Like, this is how much I need to take this often to have a certain effect. And the worst case scenario, you take too much vitamin C, quote unquote, too much. It doesn't have the 50 dose. It's never like dangerous. If you take too much vitamin C, like a huge dose, you get a liquid bowel movement, a C flush. And before you hit that level, you have a vitamin C induced bowel movement, like a laxative effect, where it makes you go to the bathroom. And if you learn how to use vitamin C, you won't have that happen inadvertently. I will put a link to the Cathcart Titration, the bowel tolerance protocol, in the description of these live streams. So if you want to learn about using vitamin C for mental physical health problems, if you want to look into this, you can click the PDF document, the link that I put in the description on this live stream, and there will be a document there. Putting my disclaimer too. We're at it. got the disclaimer in there. Next up, we're going to put in the cast card protocol, titration of vitamin C. Here we go. Hold on. Okay. So this is Wee's coffee. My girlfriend, Wee. This is her coffee. She sent me a picture of this. Coffee beans, and she grinds them. I think this might be beans. When you say dark roasted beans, yes, it's beans. And this is the honey. So she sent me this picture. This morning before I went live, I mixed up vitamin C and I took a picture of my water bottle and I wrote, like, hey, good morning, honey, what you doing today? Okay. I just morning cup. Okay. I took a picture of my vitamin C bottle. There's 20 grams of vitamin C in there. I wrote. And then a little bit later, she wrote, okay, honey, and so sent back, here's my coffee. And she took a picture of her coffee, and this is her honey. So I guess she mixes the honey into the coffee, which is good. People will do well. If you right now you want to drink coffee, put sugar in it. It will be better for you if you switch to something like honey. Now, I don't know if she's actually putting that in her coffee or if she received the delivery today and it's the coffee and the honey and she sent pictures on. I'm going to zoom in. Can't zoom in, so I have to use the manual zoom in method of moving closer to the screen. I can't see what it says. I had good vision. 23 possibly, who knows. But it was a bit too small. So yeah, I'm happy to have seen her grow as a person, grow in knowledge, and kept improving herself, getting healthier and healthier, and having healthier and healthier lifestyle. Meaning, when I met her, she wasn't like a super unhealthy, fat, person. Okay, she's not even a smoker. She doesn't even smoke. She doesn't drink alcohol. She was a person eating a lot of junk food and sugar and stuff. But she's improved. Okay, so I've helped her to take her mental physical health to the next level. And it's not only about like the need to learn about supplements and learn about what's bad and what's good and things like this. It's not just about like it's only needful if you have a health problem right now. No, okay. Meaning, even if she didn't have a health, one of the health problems she had when I met her was allergies, and taking my advice cured them to 99%. And that's not the only use of it. Meaning, even if she didn't have this health problem, then that she's improved by taking my advice about things. If she hadn't started taking vitamin C more than 6 grams every day, she might have gotten allergies 5 years from now, even if she didn't have them when I met her, or something else. Meaning, it's not just about like part of it is like start doing the right things. It's like dodging bullets. You don't know. Okay, meaning I'll quit sugar, and if I hadn't quit sugar, maybe if I had kept living my life the way that I was eating sugar every day, maybe I had a certain health problems like diabetes type 1 or 2 that I would have gotten 3 years from now. But because I started making those vitamin C and cutting out the sugar, there's like an unknown. It's like or a known unknown. Possibly. I would have had. I was heading for diabetes diagnosis, but because I quit the sugar and switched to keto and started taking vitamin C and these other supplements, I'm not going to have that problem that I was heading for. So that's also part of it. It's not just about what you have right now and improving your mental physical health right now. If you have a problem, improving it, removing it, or improving. Like you feel good right now, you can feel even better. You have good energy and fitness, you can get it even better. That's enough. Okay, but on top of that, there's also things that could happen to the future. But because you make some changes today, you avoid these negative outcomes that you were headed for. Uh, so yeah. With rays, she said, ray of sunlight in my life, sunlight on the dark road I drive on. She's a ray of sunlight. Okay, when I met her, I was going through a dark period, and I was working to improve my mental physical health. I was in the worst place when I met her. Now she didn't make me. I've been working to improve myself, but when I was, she's been like that kind of. But when I met her and I was going through hard times, it was like a ray of light shining into my life. I mean, I was already working to improve myself and stuff. But it was like a good thing. I had a lot of bad things going on, and she was a good thing that came into my life. Okay, so I'm fortunate. I'm glad. I consider myself blessed. I do believe that it could have been God that made sure that I met her. And God willing, we'll be living together. Okay, in the future. Jason, good. Okay, yeah. So that's some good things. I'm gonna show you the store that I buy supplements from. Don't get paranoid. They don't pay me to do this, okay? I pay for the supplements, and they don't pay me. Uh, Sometimes I recommend things, do reviews, and recommend things that I like. Okay, like I bought the Fiskars K40 knife. I like it. I'm interested in it. I'm going to talk about it. They don't pay me to do that. So don't get paranoid. Nobody's paying me to show you products or tell you what I'm taking or something like this, the supplements. Uh, so this is the online supplement store that I buy most of my supplements from. If you're in Sweden, right now I don't think I have a lot of, if any, Swedes, because I make most of my content in English. Okay. Now most Swedes are good enough in English to understand you in English, but if you're trying to like build a viewer base that's Swedish people, you will need to start making videos in Swedish. But if you're a Swedish person, I can recommend you look into this if you're looking for supplements. I've been using this site for like 2 years, ordering stuff from here, around 2 years. And More than 50% of all the supplements I buy every month, I come from here. What do I like about it? Very cheap, okay? Meaning I spend around $300 a month on supplements. That includes amino acids and powders and tablets and capsules. And that's how much I spend buying mostly from here. Now, if I would buy the same supplements, MSM, magnesium, vitamin D, niacin, omega-3, maybe it will go up to $600 for the same supplements if I bought it somewhere else. So this is good for people on a budget. This one bottle of vitamin D, $2. And it's not exactly like I don't have to be precise enough. This is not the stock market, okay? But approximately 20 crowns is $2 approximately, okay? Times 10, approximately. Now it might be that 20 crowns is $17.8 or 21.2 or something, but okay, approximately. So $2 for a bottle of vitamin D, 60 tablets, 50, I think this is picograms. Okay, what's this? Magnesium chelate, 60 capsules, $3. 60 capsules magnesium chelate. This is what I took early in the live stream. $3 for a bottle of magnesium. Curcumin. These are some of the ones that I took early in the live stream. I'm gonna double check on screen sharing. Yes, I am. One of the things that I hate is when I do things like this, and I'm showing and talking about things on screen, and then at a certain point in time, I realized I wasn't screen sharing. I thought I was. Okay, it's like, look at this, and I'm pointing at things, and it's just showing my face, so you can see this thing here. And all thing is, I don't like when that happens. So yeah, curcumin turmeric complex, $5 a bottle. It's not bad. 60 capsules of curcumin turmeric complex, $5 a bottle. Zinc, $2.2 for a bottle of zinc. There's, I think, 25 milligrams of zinc per tablet. Okay. Skin collagen, $5.5. And let's look at omega-3s. Here they have so this is like even more cheap also. They do have their own omega-3. They do carry other manufacturers. So you can find Elixir Pharma supplements on this store, but the store has their own supplements like this top form omega-3. They also sell from other. They carry maybe like Skip or B Vital, B Vital, omega-3s. $4.5 for 120 omega-3 fish oil capsules. Okay, and this is even cheaper. They have in bottles, and they have some of their supplements. There's like even more budget version because they save money on the plastic and like the bottle. Okay, somehow that saves them money. It's cheaper for them to buy sell in a like a paper box, cardboard box, like this. $4.5 omega-3 capsules, 120 capsules for $4.5 fish oil. Here they have 90 capsules omega-3 fish oil, $3.5. This is some more like high strength, high potency, omega-3 40, 70%. And it's 90 capsules, less than $8. They have krill oil, $6.2. See, they have Elixir Pharma. So this is what Elixir Pharma omega-3 capsules cost. And they're $113. Skip omega-3, $10. Let's look at the ashwagandha. Magnesium, chewables, I don't like those, I don't buy those. Vitamin D. This is what I bought. I've ordered this. It should come here soon. Vitamin D soft gels. So early in the live stream, this very same live stream, I was taking this vitamin D from this company, only the tablets, okay, in the bottle. And I ordered the soft gels, vitamin D soft gels in one of these. $4.5, 120 vitamin D soft gels. It's a good price. Here's the multivitamin that I bought and took early in the live stream. $4.5, 100 multivitamin tablets. That's 100 days if you take one a day. So you can tell the price difference. Here they have another companies that they carry, Ledeen's magnesium, $8.8 approximately. And their magnesium cost almost half as much. Now these are tablets, chewables actually. But they have cheap supplements. Skip Q10, $10.8. And I took some Q10 earlier, and I think it was well below $10. This is the B Good Effervescent that I bought. B Complex Effervescent, $3.5. Something that I like that this company did is right around the time when the viral crisis, somewhere like at the same time, right before or during, more likely than not after, but during the corona crisis, they started like almost like giving away vitamin D. So if you would order a certain amount, they would include a free bottle of vitamin D. So if I will be buying the supplements, making a bulk order, I'm buying my magnesium, my ashwagandha, this and that, there'd be some kind of like free thing added to vitamin D, bottle of vitamin D. So they'll be giving away vitamin D for free if you buy, like you do a bulk order. You buy over a certain amount, they'll throw in a bottle of vitamin D with it, which is good in times where people are worried about the immune system and you have a lot of people getting sick. So this company was pretty much giving away vitamin D bottles to people buying supplements from them. And even people that would be unaware of the immune boosting effects of vitamin D and how a lot of people are deficient, if they end up having like a bottle of some supplement at home, they're not unlikely to take one a day because they have it. Okay, so that's good if you're trying to keep people from getting sick. So that's I like that about the company. Good prices. I remember I listened to a podcast, not a podcast. There's like a New Order researcher. He's been writing books and stuff, and he was interviewed by some kind of a small-time news station about corporatism. And one of the things he talked about is like how the world system is evil, which is true, and a lot of the corporations of this world are like satanic. Okay, they are. I mean, they do things. It's like, well, we can save money if we dump this toxic waste into the rivers instead of that type of thing. Okay, we can save some money. Just dump it in this landfill, this toxic waste, and that we'll have more of a yearly profit than if we pay some chemical treatment plant for this expensive way to make sure none of this gets into the water supply or the groundwater. So I understand this. You see this in companies like this ruthless, cold, selfish. Like okay, and one of the points that he made was, it's like, why don't you look at this world? It's like all these companies doing things that poison you. Okay, all these companies making money, and I'm riffing on this now because he's right. Okay, he's right, and I didn't learn this from him. I could see this myself before I found this information. I'm a self-made man. I mean, nobody has woken me up. I got woken up myself. But sometimes I listen to other people that are kind of the same frequency in certain areas, and they say something, they put something the right way, And I will reference that when I'm talking about things. But he made the point that why don't you see companies in this corporatist world system they make money from having some kind of product that makes you healthy. Well, you do find some of those. You do find some of those. Ultra C, for example, liposomal vitamin C. That's conducive to people taking less damage from the satanic poisons that the Satanists poison people with. Okay, so if you take a Ultra C liposomal C sachet every day, you'll take less damage from poisons in the water supply if you have poison in the water supply. You'll have some protection against that. All these corporations selling you toxic cleaning products, personal hygiene and home cleaning products, you'll take less damage on those if you take alternate C liposomal. So you do have some companies that sell these things that are pro-life, okay, pro-health, pro-life. That will, if you buy them and use them, will help you to survive in this toxic world. So you do have some exceptions, okay. You do have some exceptions, and one of the companies that I see is like they're a force for good is Top Formula. Okay, that's another one. Meaning, there's this company, and because they exist and sell products and make profits off of what they're doing, win-win. I've been winning better health. Okay, I've been under attack by the satanic world system with poisons and toxins and attempts to break me down physically and psychologically. And because I found this company that sell affordable supplements, and I needed a certain amount of niacinamide to be mentally healthy, to protect my mental health. I'm able to buy that because there exists a company that sells it to you cheap enough to where somebody like me is on a budget or disability can afford to buy it every month, cover their monthly needs of niacinamide because there's a company that sells supplements cheap enough and good enough quality, good enough price to have an effect. Now, if that changes, I'll let you know. I mean, if they raise their prices like ridiculously, or I have a bad experience, or I find something out that they're doing that I don't like, I'll let you know. But so far, I think there will be an exception to that rule. And okay, stand side is different. There are some companies in this world, people that sell you vitamin C cheaply. Like this, for example, buy on Amazon, Vida Sig. Okay, ascorbic acid. I think this is German, possibly. Vitamin C powder. A kilo, and I can buy a kilo of vitamin C for around $30. So there are some companies in this world that sell you things that are not hurting you, that are helping you to have good health. They make money from helping delivering product services that are helping people survive in this toxic world. Time to mix up some more vitamin C. Add some more vitamin C to this. I'm gonna put in 10 grams. And I'll keep fasting until I won't break my fast until 1500 hours. And Today I'll probably have a protein shake with my meal. Super shake. You know what? I gotta do that. I'm gonna end this live stream and I do a meal prep video. Make my protein shake. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end this live stream. I'm gonna start a new one. It's gonna be meal prep for my OMAD keto meal. My fast breaking meal. And I'll show my super shake for people that want to know what I put in my shake. Maybe want to try it out. Because my way of eating is better than most people's ways of eating. And if people would start eating the way I'm eating, they would be better off. Start fasting. And OMAD is something that could help a lot of people to extended fasting. And part of making sure that I get enough protein and and then just cover my daily needs when eating one, sometimes two times, one time every day, and fasting more than 18 hours. A big part of that is intermittently having a protein shake, a super shake. It's not just protein in there. There's amino acids in there. There's some veggies in there. And it's easy. Meaning I used to have this OCD perfectionistic OMAD shake that I would do every day, where I would be getting my blender out and getting maxing out all these different things and buying food, depending on getting fresh veggies or buying frozen veggies, things like this. But I have more of a simple, but still good. I mean, it might be better to do the blend and make a protein shake and incorporate fresh vegetables, but it's got to be organic. Okay, it's going to cost more money, and being a tall individual, the food thing is a little bit of an issue. Buying things that are not coming in a tamper-evident package, and on a weekly basis going to buy vegetables in the store that will be making predictable. So for different reasons, it's a good idea. For me, it's better to do what I'm doing now, buying the protein powders and the other powders and make a shake. That's gonna be the next video. Okay. Something popped up on her. I'm not an NPC. I'm a player character, the main character in my life. Okay. Some people are what I call NPCs. Okay. Meaning I encounter these NPCs sometimes in my chat, trolls and haters. Okay. Like Elder Scrolls NPCs. Okay, people come in here. You're a psychopath. Okay, something like this. Okay, and like active quests or something like this. Defend against this person. Okay, you have encountered a troll. Okay, so I do deal with a lot of NPCs. Okay, and the reason I use that is because one time I was live playing Oblivion live. Okay, so it ties in like real life, my virtual life, playing video games, and being a live streamer. Meaning I played Oblivion live in my on a live stream once. I've done that now. That's some gameplay live streams. Live stream myself on the video games. I was playing the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and then I was out in nature, and I was doing alchemy. I was collecting medicinal herbs. Okay, it's like this herb, and then you can mix them together for medicinal potions, like things you drink. Okay, alchemy, which is me really my natural life, what I do. My real life. Medicinal herbs, curcumin, turmeric, ashwagandha, things like this. And mixing things together, alchemy. Ascorbic acid, sodium bicarbonate mixed into water. You have created a new potion. Okay, active effects, plus 10 poison resistance, plus 10 health, energy, plus 10 energy active effects. Okay, okay. But one time I was playing and I come into an area where there's like a farm and they have a lot of things you can collect, like flowers and herbs and stuff. And there's like sheep walking past. And the sheep you can hunt them. If you see a deer and you shoot it with a bow, you can go up get the pellet or the meat of it. And you can eat it or use it in make medicine out of it. And I just tested shooting one of the sheep with my bow and arrow, if I remember right. If I hit it with a sword, I think I might shot it. And then it's somebody's sheep, so it's like somebody's pasture, and he's got like sheep, okay, like the guy in the NPC. And then I shoot one of the, and he runs up. You're a psychopath, okay. And then he pulls the sword and starts attacking with his sword. Now I'm in a fight here. Now I did quick save before that because it turned out to be an error, meaning it's like that's immoral. In real life, that wouldn't happen. You don't go around killing other people's livestock. That's actually theft, okay. And all right, but I tried it in the video game. So yeah, anyway, and that this is something that the trolls have tried to say. Mike's a psychopath. It's just it's the things like this. So this is, so I'm dealing with a lot of NPCs, and I've been leveling up dealing with these people, and still going strong, still on my quest, and the NPCs have not been able to interfere. I've had some boss fights, and I've been doing well here. Okay. So yeah, I had an active quest should pop up on the HUD, and it's active quest, new quest, make protein shake live on your YouTube channel, uh, and then it's like a side quest, okay, some associated things. But the main quest, I have started the quest, and it's to make a protein shake live on my YouTube channel. So that's an active quest I'm gonna do. So yeah, I'm gonna end this live stream, and within 74.5 minutes exactly, I will be live again, and I will be meal prepping. I will be showing me making my shake that I will have my own mad meal. And who knows, if I exercise today, maybe I'll be too mad. Well, I eat 2 times instead of one, but I'm going to be fasting more than 18 hours. So I'm going to eat 1 or 2 times, at most 2 times. And I'm going to make a shake for the fast baking meal. If I eat 2 times, I can drink half of the shake, the first meal. And then 2, 3 hours, 4 hours later, when I go eat it, I can drink the other half. So yeah, that's going to be the next video. I'm going to prep a little bit for that. So I won't start the video and then, okay, I'm going to make it. And then I'll be away in the kitchen 5 minutes looking for stuff. And then I'm going to start it. And then when I start, I already have the stuff I'm going to put in the shake at hand. So yeah, if you want to see that, you can check out my next live stream. It's coming up within more likely, I don't know. I'm Mike Saha on a quest. And see you around, people.